Hey, this is the Toxic Ring Scandal. Got another toxic topic for you guys today. This is going to be about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Are they cursed? With that being said, let's get toxic and air out the dirty laundry. So, these championships have been held by 4 separate tag teams that didn't hold them off for a long period of time, for whatever reason may be, or there was some controversy behind the team losing the title. First team we're going to discuss, Bayley and Sasha Banks, the team of Boss and Hub Connection. They held on to the belts for 49 days. They were inaugural tag team champions. However, there were reports when they lost at WrestleMania 35, they were saying that Sasha Banks and Bayley were laying on the floor crying in the locker room in a hotel in front of their rooms because they were mad of how they lost their tag team titles to the Iconics. And now they denied it. They said it wasn't true. But as I go along, we'll start to see a pattern here. So the next thing we'll discuss, Sasha Banks and Naomi. This is probably one of the more famous ones. They held to the belts for 46 days. Now, they held 46 days because they did a walkout on Monday Night Raw after a dispute with creative and management and everything else. And WWE suspended both Sasha Banks and Naomi indefinitely as a result of that. They said that, there will be a future tournament to crown a new Women's Tag Team Championship. They said that they were upset of how the match was finished and how they were handling their matches, a whole bunch of other things that were factored in. They walked into John Laurinaitis' office, both Sasha and Naomi, and handed over the Tag Team Championships because they weren't happy of how creative was handling them as a tag team. I think they were scheduled to win a 6-woman. It was them and 2 other teams they were supposed to face that night. But this is sad though. It says it right here. They were main event of Monday Night Raw. They had a suitcase in their hand, handed tag team champions on his desk, walked out. They claimed they weren't respecting of his tag team champions. It's just a big debacle over this. And the fans were let down, and people in WWE were upset of how they walked out. Now, after this was finished, and they vacated the belts, the next people to win were Raquel Rodriguez and Aaliyah. And they held the belt for 13 days. And the reason they didn't have a title was long because they pretty much won the belt as a result of the titles being vacated by the previous team, Sasha and Naomi. And they probably just put them in that spot to make it unpredictable of who will win the tag team championships. So they pretty much were placeholders, in my opinion. The latest one we have is the team of Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan. You guys see a pattern here? The issues are either with Raquel Rodriguez or Sasha Banks. Now, they held to the belts for 39 days. Recently, they had to vacate because Liv Morgan got injured on the episode of Friday Night SmackDown. And there will be new champs to be crowned on the May 29th edition of Monday Night Raw. That's this upcoming Monday after the Night of Champions on Saturday. So, they were initially scheduled to defend the belts on that Monday against Chelsea Green and Sonya Deville, but it was postponed with Liv Morgan being hurt, and that was this past Monday. So it's just a sad thing. These belts have never got any prestige, any respect that it should have gotten, because every team team's held to these belts, it was not a good run as tag team champions, or there was some controversy behind it, as I explained. So this is just I think they should vacate these belts at some point, or just make it do something different with the belts. I don't know if you brand them differently. They were originally with could defend them on NXT until they got their own women's tag team championships. But these belts are not respected enough. Hopefully, whoever wins these belts next after the tournament, they put some prestige back into it. But I don't see that happening. These belts are no good. They might as well just have them vacated. And that's all I have regarding that subject. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you think of the history of the women's tag team championships. Are they cursed, or it just happened to be a coincidence? Until then, it is OUD.